We are talking about one of the last big events of the season, and it is certainly going to send summer off with a bang. We're talking about the Silo City complex of Buffalo Grain Elevators will be transformed next weekend to host City of Night. Get this, it is an unbelievable celebration of all art, history, and culture that Buffalo has to offer. Here to tell us a little bit more about the incredible event is the event coordinator. We're here with Dana Saylor. Now, Dana, it was a huge success last year. We're just talking about it before that this segment started. But for people that aren't aware of the City of Night, what's happening?
Well, it's a huge multidisciplinary arts and culture event, and the key themes I always tell people are art, history, culture, and sustainability. It's last year we had 3,500 people. We're expecting about 7,000 this year. Silo City is a beautiful industrial complex on the Buffalo River, and a lot of people don't get a chance to explore it. So we open it up. The owners of the site let us in there, and we create art installations, live music, food trucks, art shows, art fairs, and all ways to experience it.
So there's really two really cool things happening right now. One, you get to go into the silos, which you see, but you probably haven't explored yet. But we're also talking about transforming that space into something, incredible. What happens that night?
Well, it turns from day to night during the course of the event, which is 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. And we encourage people to experience it in both ways. And when they come to the site, they're just going to see these art installations that take over the space. They're site-specific, so a lot of them have to do with industrial heritage, or they have to do with some kind of transformation, or something that's really immersive and beautiful. They'll see a light garden of installations. They'll see a main stage with bands of all kinds throughout the evening, and projections on the grain elevators, things lighting up the grain elevators. And so it really changes the site, and we were discussing the difference between when the site is empty as opposed to when it's filled with all this art and all these people. And it's quite a unique experience. I think that people will value it a lot and really enjoy what they see.
And it's sort of a call out to a greater, puzzle piece to Buffalo. We're talking about transforming a space that isn't currently being used. Is this something that we can carry on to, other parts of Buffalo that might be experiencing the same sort of vacancy?
Absolutely, and as a person who is involved in the preservation movement in Buffalo, it's really important to me that this serve as an example of how that can be done. First of all, it starts with willing owners. This site is owned privately. Rick Smith of Rigidized Metals is very gracious and allows us to come into the site and utilize it in a variety of ways, and not just us, but Torn Space Theater and Mark Goldman had an event there last year. They host Boom Days there every year. So I think that's really important. We can transform vacant spaces across the city, just like Artists and Models that Hallwalls puts on. They go around the city and they do a variety of events like that.
And of course, we can transform these places, and hopefully in that process, they transform us too. Thank you so much for coming in, Dana. And of course, we'll post all the information on our website that will get you to this event that, again, is happening from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. What day is that again?
Saturday, August 17th.
Saturday, August 17th. All right, but right now we're heading over to the Kitchen World Kitchen.